Time for business news now, and we bring in the one and only Richard Southern on yet another remarkable day, Richard. And you're keeping a close eye on the markets today following yesterday's historic meltdown.
Dow was down 3,000 yesterday, but it was better today, Cindy. You know why?
Why is that?
Well, we heard, about massive bailouts from not only Prime Minister Trudeau, but from U.S. President Trump. Trump talking about how he wants a $1 trillion economic bailout package to cushion the U.S. economy from what we know is going to be a massive blow from this COVID-19 situation. Mr. Trudeau as well talking about how financial help is on the way. We could see checks mailed out and, the tax deadline could be pushed back, all this. Investors liked it. We have the Dow today up 1,000 points at the closing bell, picking up about 5.2% following yesterday's big sell-off. TSX here in Toronto higher as well, up about 2.6%. Some of the big winners are Loblaws, as everyone, goes to stock up on their food. Loblaws gaining 8% today. Clorox, the bleach maker, continues to go straight up, hitting another 13%. More good news, gasoline heading lower at midnight tonight. Hold off on that fill-up for a few hours if you can. We're going down another 7 cents at midnight tonight. That'll bring the average to 77.9 a liter. We know there's going to be big economic trouble ahead, but the governments are promising help, and that had the buyers out today.
Easing a little bit of the fears, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. Now, the coronavirus pandemic is leading to some really turbulent times for airlines, Richard, too.
This is just it's a disaster. The U.S. Treasury Secretary said this afternoon, Cynthia, in his opinion, it's worse than 9/11 for the airlines.
Really?
That's how bad it is.
Okay.
We've seen WestJet and Sunwing announce plans to suspend regular flights in order to repatriate Canadians, bring them home. No more international flights for WestJet come Sunday. A stunning announcement last night from the airline. Sunwing won't be flying south. It come a couple of days. Air Canada has announced that sort of measure yet, but it has reduced dramatically a lot of its flights. We're going to see, flight crews laid off here for sure. Now, all of these Canadian airlines are asking the government for help. The U.S. airlines are asking for a $50 billion bailout package.
Wow.
Industry experts, Cynthia, say, look out for possible big bankruptcies in that airline space going forward.
I fear many, definitely, and across the sectors of many different types of businesses. It's going to be brutal.
It sure will.
Okay, well, let's end on a high note, maybe. While many businesses close their doors, there are a few remaining open for those looking to satisfy certain vices, Richard.
You knew you were wondering it when you saw that announcement from Mr. Ford this morning. Is the LCBO going to remain open?
Well, a lot of people have been wondering.
Yeah, well, it is. The LCBO is going to remain open.
Calm down, everyone. No hoarding.
Calm down. However, Cynthia, they are reducing their hours beginning Thursday. All LCBO stores will operate from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. These are kind of the old hours they had before the Ford government allowed them to extend the hours. So 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. The beer store says it will continue to operate as usual as well. The beer store as well still accepting those empties, Cynthia, although it's saying that they have precautions in place to make sure there's no, contamination there. As for cannabis stores, some are closing. Canopy Growth shutting down its Tokyo Smoke near Yonge and Dundas. The Ontario Cannabis Store, though, says it's seen an 80% uptick in cannabis orders. Everyone's stocking up on pot, Cynthia.
I guess that's how they're keeping calm.
And
Richard?
speaking of green, Cynthia, I got my green tie on. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I know Justin Trudeau was telling everybody to celebrate it at home, and I just sort of, under this black jacket, I've got a little bit of green going on here,
there
too.
we go.
I am an Mulligan, by the way.
The luck of the Irish. And didn't you love John Tory's tweet, the mayor, saying, hey, once this is all over with, we're going to have St. Patrick's Day 2. I'm going to proclaim a separate holiday, and we'll all party together.
Perfect. We won't miss out then.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
You as well, Richard. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you again in the next hour.
Cheers.